and gentlemen, please welcome Tijan Saliah reading his poetry.
Thank you very much, Tara. The poem I'm going to read is titled Television as God. One of the concepts that has fascinated me is the concept of mirrors and windows. Mirrors as something through which you see yourself, and windows as something you see others or others see you. So the concept of, and if you look at the way we look at cultures, the way cultures look at each other, thank you. The way cultures look at each other is very much similar to looking through a window. You see the other. Now this poem is titled Television as God, and it's the whole concept of the role of the television in American society. It is almost a substitute for having personal conversations. In America, television is a special God with its priests and priestesses. No one has time for each other. Television works in the crania of every high-class pleasure. And the daisies by my apartment window, tall, yellow as the fingers of the sun, why are they so sad from neglect? They perhaps lost the competition. Television has trapped everyone in its shrine. And the young pour libations to the sacred ancestors in Hollywood. And the babies learn their words even before they know how to crawl. And television has its lull, its lilt, and its lore. And the elders seat themselves comfortably. The sedentary God accumulates between the immobile hips. And the children say, how about Eddie Murphy? Ain't he great? And sweet Madonna, ain't she sexy? And the mothers wonder why their children do poorly in school and their grammar is as good as chimpanzees. And of course, television is a special God, and the gods have their sacred abode in the hearts of their humble servants. And television is a God that speaks and smiles and acts, and emotions are fortified as starch to iron clothes. And the truth of the world is accessed through the superficial words of the interpreters. And it is no wonder the holy highs of television are good, friendly waiters, catering to the standard art of the empire of faith seekers. And the thrill is always there in the ecstasy of Hollywood preachers. As the Catholic evangelist put it, Pope Johnny Carson, how loaded be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in high visions. And its priests and priestesses glint with gold and diamonds. Then the Gospels follow, sermons for the art god of Epicurus. In America, television is a God therapeutic as ailing hearts, as happiness, redemptive to the eyes as an apocalypse. The next poem I'm going to read is called Mothers of the Empire. You know, one of the things that fascinated me is the end of the British Empire. When you talk to a lot of the older people in Africa, especially people of my father's and mother's generation, they always seem to have this nostalgia for those days. They say, you know, you used to have a penny, and a penny could buy you a lot. But now with a penny, you cannot even, you cannot even clean your shoes with it, and so on. You know, there's this always thing that they have this sort of time warp, caught in some sort of a time warp. So I wrote this poem titled Mothers of the Empire. But of empires, they survive like marriages in the hearts of our mothers. How they speak of the British as if they were gods that colored the autumns of our earth. How they revere England and English names. As I stroll down the streets of Banjul, I listen to the stolen laughter of our market women, disguised in gossips about the bad health of the economy, how they long for the time of the Angleterre Tubab, when offense functioned like military barracks and complaints were redressed with abiding duty, And now all has regressed to fragments of memory, past Charles Square, into Sambiak Terrace, Soldier Town, and Half Die, not to mention Pinyai Street, which our old mothers parrot into Pinyai Street. Oh, our mothers, the great linguists. Oh, our mothers, the great admirers of the British. How they ululate about the good old days on the Buckingham, when paychecks arrived in time, when rice was cheap and a penny